let's get into the smoke, Brad. If you have YouTube TV, you are not watching the college football playoff show because they're still in dispute with ESPN.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday basically when I was trying to watch hoops, and it was I didn't have ESPN. I was like, what the hell's going on? I was trying to watch Monday Night Football in between hoops, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta leave the app to go to another app and flip through the apps. Thank God I'm really good at navigating, content spearheader over here, but it's like too much.
Director of content Brad Loomis. Speaking of basketball, the Indiana women are dominating right now. They're up by 26, 25. I'm doing quick math. 28 on Lipscomb right now. Dominating. Shout out to the Lady Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Alabama A&M. I think it's a real good sign when you get a team like Alabama A&M and you just have a chance to blow the doors off them. I don't think, looking back at the past 8 years, I don't think the team has really done a great job of just absolutely annihilating those bottom feeders, right? Like, obviously, you're going to get some, like UCLA struggled with Eastern Washington, but like that's a team that's probably going to make the tournament. Eastern Washington probably going to win their conference. And yeah, they were just really lackadaisical on defense. I'm just glad they won it. Whereas opposed to you get Alabama A&M from the SWAC, like you gotta beat the brakes off them because that's none of those SWAC teams are ranked in the top 300. You got to go in there and just really assert your dominance early and kind of show, what you're made of. And I think I've always watching Indiana hoops always see the red flags early in the year when they wouldn't come out and just absolutely dominate, kind of let teams hang around for a little too long, like your Tennessee Techs and your Armies and they just hang out for a little too long. It's just like, what is going on here, fellas? And yeah, just excited, just hoping to see some dominance from them.
I agree. I'm excited to watch this new version of Indiana basketball play. Like people obviously had their problems with the Mike Woodson era. We all had our problems with the Archie Miller era. Like it seems like we just have like a college. We're going to be a college basketball team, like running plays and like shooting threes and getting up and down the floor, and it'll be exciting. But we'll back burner that for the bye-week extravaganza.
100%. Yeah, and I'm, like I said, not going to have a real take until January, but it is year one, so things need to be worked out. But like, it is a good sign early on when your team look the teams that that stat where it's like week 4 of the AP poll in college basketball, like one of the top 12 every year has won the Natty. Like, there's a reason for that. Like the good teams, the teams that end up having success in March, like they're starting out fast, and they don't need to figure things out throughout the year. They obviously there's bumps in the road, and you get teams on it's basketball. Like you're going to drop some here and there, but like for the most part, you're starting out faster than the rest of the country. That is.
And for the people who were upset at Darren DeVries for not being able to recruit, Vaughn Carvalho, I'm not sure if we touched on it too much, but if you haven't seen his highlights yet, he's a super fun dude to watch. This is like lanky, rangy, like 6'7" scorer from 3 levels, and just like type of player we really haven't got to watch in Bloomington over the last couple of years. So, no, just a notch in the belt.
Like what did he do?
Yeah.
There you go. That's 2 guys in the class already, which is a really good sign. Because it's very senior heavy, so definitely want to bring in a strong class of at least 3 or 4 guys that are freshmen.
Yep, we got a Big Ten Network feature on Elijah Surratt, with his dad telling the Waffle House story, basically like and telling everyone how the nickname came to be, which like we all kind of knew the story, but super cool to see the spotlight get put on Surratt. When we saw him and he had the go yard bag and he was like the only guy in the walk line who wasn't in the jumpsuit, it's like, yeah, he should like he's earned his way and played his way into getting a little bit more recognition, and so it's cool to see guys like that get the a little bit more shine.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of shine, EA updated their college football 26 rankings. Mendoza is the top ranked quarterback in the game. Indiana has the number 2 ranked offense, but they don't have a top 10 defense, which is disgusting.
In the EA game?
Hmm?
Yeah. They just need to figure out who to upgrade. They probably did they make Ro Hardy in 99 yet?
No, and that's that's part of the problem. They're the number 5 overall rated team in the game.
Yeah.
Which, like,
That's
what do you do?
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fair. That's fine. At least they fixed it. At least they're not like top 20 or something like that.
Yeah. Nick Saban had a quote this week or last week basically saying that, in his opinion, Ohio State and A&M were the two teams that have separated themselves. My response to that was he was just motivating Indiana and Alabama, and that was kind of like an olive branch to the Alabama fans. I had a couple people responding like in a very positive way, like, holy shit, an Indiana fan who we can get behind, which I thought was kind of funny. So, but yeah, I thought it was an interesting quote, especially in the time he said it. Did you even see the quote? Did you see the meme I made? Because it was a great meme. What did you think?
It's just still frustrating that like they go through that stretch of Illinois, Iowa, Oregon, and go 3-0, and they just seem to, whether this was real or not, it just seems like they should have that assumption where it's like, yeah, they haven't beaten anyone lately, but like, yeah, they already separated themselves mid October. Like, it's not, they already did what they needed to do, and had the toughest part of their schedule up front loaded actually, and took care of business. And this team's going to continue to get better, and that's why they're breaking the doors off people. And we'll see what happens this weekend when they play probably, yeah, the most talented team that they'll see the rest of the year up until the Ohio State Big Ten championship game. So
Absolutely, without a doubt. I can't remember if we talked about it on Sunday or not, but Jason Whitlock responded to Kurt Signetti, thinking it was Kurt Signetti, which, like, I don't really want to touch on that whole subject too much, but I just thought that was hilarious that somebody with 800,000 Twitter followers was responding to a spoof account, thinking that it was the actual head coach. Not sure what his thought process was there, but that was definitely, I had to click on it and make sure it wasn't a fake Jason Whitlock account first.
Jason Whitlock, just he's something else.
The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, he is something else, that guy.
We're going to move past it. No Drew Evans this week. He's officially ruled out. Sig called it a multi-week thing, I think, on Monday, but officially ruled him out. I believe he spoke today about Penn State. Fisher and Surratt both have a chance to play. Surratt was dealing with a couple things, had hamstring tightness. There was a lot of people were complaining about the Maryland turf, which, like, I hadn't seen anything about it before last week, but after the amount of guys Indiana had go down, I don't know if that was a combination of the weather or what was going on there, but yeah, it seems like Surratt and Fish do have a chance to play, but no Drew Evans this weekend.
Perfect. Yeah, I imagine Fisher plays. We'll see about Surratt. I mean, those hamstrings linger. I would like to see him play
hamstrings are finicky,
and just kind of shooting the shit with fellow Hoosiers. Like, one good sentiment I heard was like, maybe we should play Elijah for the Penn State game and then probably rest him Wisconsin, Purdue, make sure he's good to go for Ohio State.
I agree. As long as
I think he's willing to sacrifice his Biletnikoff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, the Biletnikoff is secondary to being able to get on the field. And Sig talked about it today. Like, his goal is to protect his guys first and foremost. And so he's not going to force them out there if they're not physically ready to go. And like you said, hamstrings are finicky. Like, you watch guys in the NFL, like fantasy football is a perfect example. Like, you follow anybody with a hamstring injury and it's like, if they're real serious, it can go 4-6 weeks and like really kind of change the way you run. If you're a runner, you kind of understand like what and how finicky the hamstring is. So you definitely don't want to take any risks there. So if he's not 100%, I mean, it's not like it's up to us, right? But definitely don't have any problems with him not playing.
Yeah.
Devin Boykin continues his tear. He was named Pro Football Focus Team of the Week. Shout out to Boykin.
Love it.
Players of the week for Indiana. Offensively was Kaelon Black. Defensively was Kamara. Special teams was Roman Hemby, and the scout team was Dontre Henderson, Andrew Barker, and Clayton Allen.
Andrew Barker, there we go. The scholarship guy. Love it.
Yeah. Aiden Fisher is a Lombardi and a Butkus Award semifinalist.
Very nice.
And KB was
probably got a really good shot for that Butkus Award.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, he's the best linebacker in the country.
Does Arvell Reese count for that?
Talk
We'll
to
see.
if you follow T-Cal and Buffton Prime, no.
Yeah, I know.
He is an edge rusher.
100%.
Freak. But yeah, that's what I got. And then to lead you into our game preview, Brad, not to step on your toes, but Indiana has never beaten Penn State at Penn State.
Dude, you ruined the whole thing.
There's a first time for everything.
Means we're due. That's what I always say. You see a guy come up to the plate, he's 0 for 12 in the series, like he's just due. He's due. He's gonna get a hit. And then Indy Pajes strikes out again. Anyways, go Dodgers. Why am I giving it Indy Pajes? Dude literally saved me in game.
Pajes was Carlos from the bench warmers.
Seriously.
He said, I am Diego Bond.